Welcome people. Alright, so like I said, I was going to be doing, this is part one of my little playthrough. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this for, the entirety of the game or whatnot. It depends, if you people, let me know what you think of this, but definitely wanted to at least give a little bit of footage because this was probably one of my favorite intros to any GTA game or, any game for that matter. It's just such an action-packed and intense intro with this level, and I was just like blown away at what Rockstar did for the intro of this. You start off with a bank heist, trying to get out of here, and I like just how they approach this because, like, the way they did it, it just feels like so cinematic and like a true like movie experience or something like that. And overall, it's just like it's hard for me to describe in words how crazy this intro really is for a video game. And I just went into this one with very low expectations because the prior game to this, and you'll hear me say this on a lot more throughout this one, was very disappointing for me. I just really wasn't I didn't enjoy the other one nowhere near as much as I've already enjoyed this one, and I'm only like, what, I think 14-15 hours into this game, and I've already had way more enjoyment and more excitement out of it thus far. But this intro, this is really just a attention grabbing intro. It totally gets you like, this is an action-packed game. You're gonna love this. You're gonna enjoy it, and this is why. And this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how you get people to enjoy a game. You start off with something absolutely crazy like this. It's not too confined. It's not too where like, oh, I gotta do exactly this. I could do, right here, bam, just like I'm gonna fucking blow his brains out. And it took me a little bit. As you can see, I'm getting used to the controls at this point. This was literally like the first time I ever played this game. I just literally popped it in and just started recording. I was like, fuck it. And it's just like so intense and so like, I don't even know. It's just freaking crazy. And I was just going through this one like, oh man, this is freaking exciting. And like, yo, look at him. Like, you just going in, we're robbing this bank, we're going all sorts of crazy shit. And this is what you're supposed to do. Like, Rockstar know what they're doing with their games. And this is why, people want to say Grand Theft Auto is overrated. And yeah, to an extent, definitely, come on. The popularity that it has, it's not like it's, something out of this world you've never seen before. But the approach that they take, it really just is something that grabs anybody's attention. And I think that this is just truly something like that action fans, gamers alike, everybody that just wants a crazy game that they can sit down, enjoy, play, not have to think too hard. But then you also have to put a little bit of thinking as well, like there's cops coming at you, all sorts of crazy shit. So I definitely say the approach that they took, especially with this intro, mainly this intro, I gotta say, was the right thing to do. It just really, it sells you on the game. And I gotta say, going into this one, it's freaking crazy. This is the first mission you play in GTA, and right here, I'm not gonna lie, this is what got me pretty much hype about this game, because I was skeptical. If some of you don't know, which most of you probably don't know, the last GTA for me, I really wasn't a fan of. It just got me out of gaming practically. Not entirely its fault, but the last GTA prior to this one definitely got me out of gaming, and I just really wasn't feeling it. But this one, you start off with a bang! You're doing this freaking heist, you're shooting at the cops, having a shootout, you and your buddies, and it's just like such a fucking relief that it starts off so good, and it just is so much of a fun time. Like right now, as of the recording of this, I've been playing this game probably, I want to say 13-14 hours already I'm in, and it's just been a freaking blast so far playing this. And I'm just so glad when you get parts like this, you start off with a game like this. Look at me just doing stupid shit. It's just like, it starts off with such a good thing because it's not boring. Because, obviously, I think everybody, when they're playing video games, it's the whole point of playing the freaking game is to have fun. And with this, you're having fun. It's just like a crazy shootout. You have people with you, and the structure of the game is just like you actually have multiple characters that you play with. Well, from where I'm at right now, it's just like such a different ride with this. And like, when I was recording this, I was just having a freaking blast. And it's just, there's a reason why, as of right now, day one sales of this, they made over $800 million million day one. Over 13 million copies sold day one. Just imagine how freaking crazy it's going to get. Like after a month, there's oh my gosh. Like, this was just, in my opinion, this was the greatest opening they could have done because it's just so much action. You gotta keep running, you gotta hide behind the cars, you gotta get used to things real quick because if not, the cops will get your ass in this intro. So you gotta, like, immediately learn, okay, I gotta hide behind the cars, I gotta stick with my peoples. And I like how you can also, if you want to switch between the three of them, you can switch to another dude, you can switch to like, whoever's relevant at the time, whoever's, like, having the most shootout or something. That's, like, an even better thing that they added to this game, switching between the characters. And it's like, so you have this shootout with the cops, and like, look at them, a bunch of fucking pussies right there. You have this shootout with them, and then you switch between the characters, and it's just like, yo, you gotta run behind the car, and oh, there's more cops coming, so it's just like, oh, they did such a great job for an opening. Now, obviously, I haven't beat the game. I mean, I'm sure most people out of 13 million people that have bought in this game, or 13 million copies sold, I doubt 13 million people have bought this game thus far, but from what I've seen thus far, this is like, so much better already, especially at the very least for the intro. This is so much better than the previous one, because the previous one is like, hey cousin, can you drive me around? Come on cousin. It's like, I want to go bowling. Like, no, with this one it's like, it's a lot more enjoyable. It feels like the stakes have been raised. It's a lot more like action packed, and this is just the intro. This is just the intro. It's like, yo, hopefully this game gets even more crazy, because right now I'm having a freaking blast with it. I'm really just enjoying the hell out of it. Hopefully it just keeps on getting better. From what I'm seeing right now, though, I don't... I think they did a great job. And at the end of the day, it is GTA. It is, like, you know, still not the greatest graphics in the world. I mean, they're pretty freaking awesome for what they did, but remember, this is a huge world, so they have to work with what they're given. And at the moment right now, I'm just very impressed and very... relieved that buying this game, I wasn't disappointed from the jump like I was with the previous one, because the previous one, I hate to keep harping on it, but I just look back and I was just like, oh my god, why did I buy this game? I remember I got it on like the 360. This one, PS3, blast, start off with a shootout with the cops, robbing the bank. It's like, yo, great fucking stuff. Rockstar really brought it this time. And look at that. Hiding behind the car, running. Oh, you know, the getaway car's here. Oh, get away from the cops. Come on, we gotta go. It's like, working on the story, they definitely wanted to make it like cinematic. It's like very cinematic. It's almost like you're playing through a movie. And at the same time, you still have enough free roam where it doesn't feel like, oh, they're just dragging me over. But at the same time, it's like, it's still following along with the plot and stuff like that. And it's good. It gives you, it's like you're playing a movie, but at the same time, you're still being able to do what you want. You can still run in the opposite direction, whatever the hell you want to do. So it's good. You're not completely confined, because I hate games where it's like, it's, you know, following the story and you got to really just walk along this certain path. You can't do this, can't do that. With this one is like the free roam is the best thing about GTA in general as a series. But then with this one, it's like, look at that. Like, I just had a shootout with the cops and now I'm driving a car. I'm like, whoa, whoa. This shows you I'm not a good driver. Driving on the road, look at that. Like I'm to this day, I'm still impressed by modern graphics. Look at the ground, the glare, looking like a real road. To this day, in 2013, I am still impressed by modern graphics of how they can do things like that. Just have the ground look that realistic while you're driving. So, I'm just right now, like, all the ratings so far, based off, like, just playing this level alone. And again, I played more parts after this, obviously, but They definitely hit the mark when they said, like, you know, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. At least for the intro, because this is, like, starting out action-packed, crazy. Like, it just really did something that the other one and, you know, Grand Theft Autos prior to this just really didn't do. And I think that's, of course, not only just the capabilities of the system at this point, but they probably got a new creative team down there or something, because, like, look, even with this, it's like a movie. It's like, yo, we just robbed the bank, we're trying to get away, but there's, you know, there's always gonna be a monkey wrench thrown in there, bam, dude's down. It's like, oh shit, what's going on? I really, like, oh man, this is such a great way. I know I'm just, like, going crazy fanboying, but this is just such a great way to enter the game. Is just really fucking action-packed. This was the first one I recorded. I have a few more recorded. Let me know if you want to see me play some more of this game, because I'm definitely down to record more. I just, you know, see if people, you know, want to see me playing some more. But as of right now, I'm having a blast with this game. Like I said, tons of hours in there in between everything else that I do. So definitely it's one of those, it's no longer a game. Look at that, another shootout with the cops. It's like, yo, you wanted to fucking have a movie, you got a movie with this intro. The intro alone. Oh man. Look at that. Bam, bam. And I'm not even that much into, like, you know, doing all the shooters and shit, so this is just right for me. It gives you just enough of the elements, you know, just right. Look at that. Threatening him, get over here! You're gonna be my hostage, bitch! What are you doing? It's like, perfect combo, man. Oh. Yeah. But that's all I have for this one. Again, let me know if you want to see some more. Are you enjoying Grand Theft Auto? What did you thought of this intro so far for the introduction? Is this better than the Grand Theft Auto prior to this one? Bring your A game. It's no longer a game, people. Yeah!